Success is more than just taking actions. Whatever your definition of success may be, becoming your desired self takes more than just action. And I'm not talking about persistence, consistency, focus, luck, and privilege. All these things are basically part of taking the actions towards achieving your goals, right? But what I'm trying to say is that despite doing all those things perfectly, you'll still fall short because of this one element. And I realized this when I was speaking to one of my colleagues in my 9 to 5. Let's just call him Greg for the sake of this video. See, he's 10 years older than me, has a master's degree, is smart, is competent, and has ambitions to cure cancer. And I believe he has the knowledge and skills to do so because he puts in the work every single day. He's practically the opposite of a procrastinator, and by no means is he lazy. He's pretty much a genius and a hustler. Yet, with all of those accolades and resources, he's working in the lowest position job that pays minimum wage. It's the same job that I treat as a side hustle to my business as a 19-year-old. Now, I'm not saying that to look or to be superior, I'm just stating the facts. Because of this discrepancy, it made me think success, fulfillment, happiness, money, however you want to define it, just purely being disciplined, consistent, and taking actions will never get you there. And I came to this conclusion because I saw that Greg was lacking this one element, and I believe it's the cause of his situation. See, one thing about him is that he's a scientist, which is not only inspirational, but also impressive. But it also means he's very realistic. He doesn't believe in a speck of spirituality or mindset. He's purely secular and focuses on actions and actions only. But look at where that's got him. He's basically 10 years older than me, and he's worked double the years that I've worked, arguably harder as well. Yet he's not where he wants to be in life. And this isn't even about privilege or luck. See, I understand that everyone starts at different stages, but surely after years of working as hard as he works, he should be in a way better position than he is now. But the sad truth is that he isn't. Why? Well, it's the same reason why some people have it good and some people have it bad despite having virtually identical lives and positions. It's also why good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. See, the one element that Greg and so many other people miss is alignment. Actions, consistency, and discipline is only one half of the puzzle to success. Aligning your beliefs and identity, aka your subconscious, is the other half. This is why some people can achieve exponential growth despite putting in a fraction of the work and time. Realistic people will call this phenomenon luck, but this has nothing to do with pure chance. It's actually purely intentional. It is only when you focus on actions that you leave it up to chance. But if there's a vision with conviction and emotion behind every single action, then it just happens. You bend reality to your will, and some will even call this manifestation, visualization, etc. But the point I'm trying to make is that without alignment, without this element, you will never succeed. Okay, maybe not never, but it's definitely not impossible to achieve success by being purely secular and focused on just actions. But I think you're making it unnecessarily hard on yourself just because it's realistic to do so. I would rather be delusional and not realistic to achieve the same material outcome at half the time and effort. That's just being smart. Like, it's really a no-brainer. So, the sooner you realize that success is more than just taking actions, everything will start to fall into place. All it takes is a simple shift in your subconscious, and you'll change into the person that effortlessly achieves success. How? Well, first, you have to escape all your presupposed notions, biases, and paradigms of how you approach achieving success. Then you want to reflect and observe each action you take and why you take them. Then, while thinking in the favor of yourself without breaking any of your core values and morals, what belief, perspective, or paradigm should you adopt in this current moment to make your approach of achieving success much faster and much easier? After you do that, success becomes easy. That is the beauty of realizing that it is you that dictates what's realistic or what's not. Because you can work as hard as a millionaire, be more consistent and disciplined than David Goggins, yet still make minimum wage if you don't believe anything more than that is realistic. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to challenge your view of reality, nor am I telling you to live a certain way. All I'm suggesting is for you to try and rethink your belief systems in order to open yourself up to an unfathomable amount of potential. Because if you genuinely believe it, it will become your reality. Now, if you've been binge watching self-improvement content and you still haven't changed, haven't seen any improvement in your life, and it feels like there's this one missing piece to the puzzle that you just haven't figured out yet, click the first link in the description if you're serious about change. Now, I don't want any of you that aren't going to take the action, that aren't serious about change, that aren't willing to put in the work to click in that description. So instead of that, I would suggest you click on the second link in the description, which will take you to my free community where you can surround yourself with like-minded people on the same journey to change and make change fast and easy. All right? See you. Goodbye.